Breaking Jeep news, here is everything that you need to know about the 20th anniversary Rubicon that was just released. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Matt with Dirt Road Cred here, and this is something that we've been anticipating for a long time. I know a lot of you guys, if you followed the channel, we've been talking about this special edition that was kind of up in the air whether or not it was going to come out. Well, today is the day it was finally released. The 20th anniversary Rubicon is available on the 4xe and the 392. Two very popular editions, and for me personally, I'm extremely excited to see this on the 392. Now, we've been waiting for this a long time, and in the reveal today, they talked about the Jeep Lunatic Fringe, which was the original group of designers that came up with the Rubicon over 20 years ago. They've used their own personal credit cards, their own time, and their own engineering skills to design a vehicle that would ultimately change the shape of what off-roading looked like. Fast forward 10 years later, they came out with a Rubicon 10th anniversary. We were able to see that JK edition model include a specially vented hood, front and rear steel bumpers, red tow hooks, and that really neat red interior. So they had the red interior and the red seat belts. That was an extremely popular edition, and I remember when it came out, just how badly I wanted to get a hold of one because they were rare and they included some limited run colors. We're looking forward 10 more years to the year 2023, and although we've been in this model year for quite some time now, I was up in the air whether or not they would actually release this. We've been in the midst of product shortages, the COVID pandemic just ending, and the availability for designers to come up with something new. I didn't know if this was or wasn't going to happen. Well, today confirms our thoughts. The 20th anniversary is going to be available to order starting tomorrow with a limited run of 4,000 units. Now, is this Jeep everything I anticipated it would be? I would say it's about halfway there. We did see some very neat new additions to the 392 and the 4xe, including that brand new designed grille. Now, some of you love it and some of you hate it. Some people even say it looks like the Renegade grille. I gotta agree and disagree on some of them. I think just like many of the Jeep iterations that were released, initially I hated them too. When the JL came out, I wasn't a fan of how much more sloped the windshield was. I didn't know if I liked the grille, but after having it for 4 or 5 years out, you learn to love it. And looking at this new grille, I think we're going to see some more engine options be available in the future, and all those big vents are going to allow for a lot more cooling for perhaps the 3-liter Hurricane. That's one thing I will say I was disappointed in. I was going to think that the 4xe, or at least with that new grille, we would see a new engine option underneath. I thought the 3-liter would come here, but it did not. We still have the same 4xe with the 2-liter turbo. And then on the 392, luckily that is holding out, and we still have a 470 horsepower, 392 cubic inch engine under the hood. Now, I go into these theories and why I think they do things at certain times. I 100% agree that they removed the Extreme Recon from the 392s for the past 4 or 5 months so they could save up the parts for this build. They've done it before, they re-release it, and with a starting price point of over $90,000 MSRP, they're going to be able to make a little bit more money on those 392s. I would say though, overall, with everything that we saw today, there are a lot of cool things that I think we can look forward to in the future. The biggest one that I really was excited to see was that built-in air compressor in the rear tailgate. That's something that we saw the patents for. We saw a preview model at Easter Jeep Safari, and I'm glad that Jeep took a leap of faith and actually decided to install that. That was one of the biggest new products in the 392, was that built-in air compressor, and I'm hoping that that's going to be available as a Mopar or Jeep performance part. So that way we can get one for the channel and maybe install it in the back of my Jeep. Now, I'm also thinking as far as what are these Jeeps going to be worth. We saw that there's going to be 9 colors available. Ryan, go ahead and list them up here because I can't recall all of them off of my head. Unfortunately, no high velocity though. We saw some sneak shots the day or two before, and high velocity was on there, so I'm really hoping that that would come back because obviously that's a staple of the channel. The one cool one that I did see listed was Pumpkin Orange. So what do you guys think about that color? Would that be a good addition to the Dirt Road Cred family to order a Pumpkin Orange 392 20th anniversary? Let me know in the comments. This is going to be pretty hard to get a hold of just because there are only 4,000 units available. The one thing I did like though on the 4xe, I know I'm kind of jumping back and forth, was that 17-inch beadlock capable gloss black wheel. I thought that gave it a really aggressive look, and I like the fact that they've included that onto the 4xe, which is a very popular segment of the Jeep channel. With the interior, they've incorporated the red seatbelt accents, the red leather seats, as well as the red leather and stitched dash panel. The big one that's missing is the Uconnect 5. I really thought they were going to do it, and maybe that's for the 2024 model, but the Uconnect 5 with wireless CarPlay and the host of new features is not on both of of these, as well as no digital cluster and no updated steering wheel. So maybe they're running this through and they're using the last of the parts that they have, and we might see a complete refresh next year, or this is what we're going to get for the rest of the JL model year. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Now, the other thing I did want to mention is a lot of time when Jeep releases these specialty edition, the 10th anniversary, they brought in new items that we hadn't seen before. So for the 10th anniversary, we obviously saw the first iteration of the vented hood. And that was a mind blower. Everyone loved that. It was referred to as the 10th anniversary hood, the 2013 JK Rubicon hood. I mean, I know when I first saw that came out and I had a JK, I instantly wanted to put that hood on mine because it looked so aggressive and it was rare. So what I'm saying was with this, we saw the 2013 JK released with that hood, and then the next year, you got that hood instantly if you ordered the Rubicon X. So it didn't become as rare, and it was iterated in every JK since, and then on the JL Rubicon, it became a standard option, was that vented hood on every single one of them. So what I'm telling you is with this 20th anniversary, that grille that you're seeing on the front is more than likely going to be the grille that remains. I can see that being used going forward in the 2024 and so forth model years after this special edition is released. So don't fret, if you guys are looking for that grille, you're more than likely going to be able to get it here in the future, and if not, we'll source it from one of our dealerships and see if it'll retrofit onto a 2022 or a standard 23. Now, Lindsay down at Dan Cummins, if you have not already heard from me, we're going to try to order one of these for the Dirt Road Cred channel. Let me know in the comments what color and what trim, whether the 4xe or the 392, you would like to see us order, because we're going to try and do it. And I highly recommend, if you guys are going to take notes from any of our other videos, if you're looking to try and order one of these, give her a call down there. We'll leave the contact information in the description. So that way you might be able to try and get one of the 4,000 that are released. Overall though, this has been a very exciting reveal. I tell you what, I couldn't sleep last night just because I was so anticipating this coming out, and I'm very excited to finally see it in person. I can't wait to get our hands on one and hopefully be able to order one and get it here on the channel to start modifying it and changing some things up. Last thing I wanted to talk about in this video, if you guys have been following the channel or if you're brand new, we finally got some merch. So our hoodies have dropped. We've got a ton of boxes sitting here and they are ready to be shipped out. We completely redesigned our website and it is good to go. We'll ship them out anywhere in the US, and you'll be able to rep the Dirt Road Cred brand and be able to really show your support. So thanks to all of you that have showed your continued support up until now, but those are completely live and ready to go. And I'd love for you to be able to rep it and be able to wear them when you're off-roading and adventures. We chose a really nice hoodie quality. They got some gray accents here and on the inside of the hood. And then we did full color prints front and back. So they look awesome and they're extremely durable. It was something that we waited a little bit to get the right quality up there. Till next time though, I'm so glad you guys took a chance to stop by at our page, see all you need to know on the 20th anniversary, and don't worry, we will have a ton more content like this coming soon. This was just a quick one because it was just revealed and we wanted to check it out and just talk about it right away. Till next time though, my name's Matt with Dirt Road Cred, and I want you to get out there and earn yours.